John Rhys Davis here, Salah in Indiana Jones, and Gimli in Lord of the Rings. Give 'em hell, 3 guys and a flick.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Three guys and a flick with Duncan and John. Dive into the movies well after the dawn. From the good to the bad to the wildly absurd. They give a fuck about films. Their voices are heard.
Welcome back. You are listening to Three Guys and a Flick. This is where we review the good, the bad, and the absurd. Tonight's episode, Jurassic Park. Beware, spoiler. Coming to you from the control center at Jurassic Park, my name is Don. Hey, where the fuck is everybody?
I don't know. What's that little nerdy guy on the computer doing?
I don't know, dude, but why are the lights flickering? Should we get out of here, you think?
No, there's a big storm outside. I think we should hunker down here.
All right, I'll ride along with you guys.
I'll go get the ice cream.
Oh, cool, bud. Thanks. And to my right, we have the comic book guy, John.
Heidi-ho.
And to my left, we have the professor, Ken.
Hello, everybody.
How you guys doing tonight?
Oh, I can't complain.
Why
you
not?
certainly made that abundantly clear.
Hey, man. I don't know what to tell you. How are you doing?
I am doing great.
Why is that?
Because we just got to watch a classic film.
It is, in fact, a classic film. Tonight, we are talking about Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park comes to us via the Bronco helmet and was submitted to us by Taryn Sierra and my man, Superman Tanker. So thank you both for throwing this classic Steven Spielberg flick into the Broncos helmet. We can't wait to get into it.
$5. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No.
I shot my load.
Too early. You prematured it. What about you? Are you about to premature too?
2.75.
You're such
Yeah,
a liar.
I know.
Such a liar.
He's kind of pissed because remember when I walked out, I said, I know what the average is going to be. He's like, oh, there's no mystery. Dude, there is no mystery. It's fucking Jurassic Park. Released on June 11th, 1993, Jurassic Park was directed by Sir Steven Spielberg. Screenplay by Michael Crichton and David Knope. Music by John motherfucking Williams. Based on the book Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. And it stars Sam Neill, Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, Richard Attenborough, Bob Peck, Martin Fierro, B.D. Wong, Samuel L. Jackson, Wayne Knight, Joseph Manzello, Ariana Richards, and a bunch of other dinosaurs.
How'd this movie do, Don?
This movie was made for $63 million and brought in $1 billion.
That's not too bad for a movie.
Not too bad at all.
Yeah, its original theatrical release, it was absolutely the number one movie. Brought in $338 million. When we talk about blockbusters of the 90s, it is up there, but it is not at the top.
Of 93 or the 90s?
Of the 90s. Blockbusters of the 90s. When we talk about blockbusters of the 90s, what is the number one blockbuster movie of the 90s?
Titanic.
Absolutely. $2.2 billion.
Yeah, crazy. People love Leo.
Leo. God, he's so young in that.
He's so handsome.
And number 2 is Jurassic Park with $1.1 billion.
Nice.
And then if you were to talk about what comes after that, what do you think it might be?
The Matrix is in there.
No.
Are we talking the top 5, top 10?
I'm talking about top blockbuster movies of the 90s. I didn't write down all 10, but
Well,
I'll give you number 3 and number 4.
Steel Magnolias.
that's the 80s, wasn't it?
Oh, I have no idea.
I bet it was late 80s. I bet.
Okay, hang on. So Matrix wasn't in there, you said. 90s.
Come on, man.
Okay.
You can do this.
Thanks.
I'm guessing there's a sequel in there somewhere.
In the 90s? I don't know.
Die Hard 2.
Titanic, Jurassic Park, The Lost World.
Lethal Weapon what?
So Jurassic Park 3, was it 2? Yeah, it was 2. It was at number 8.
Oh, wow. Good job, Spielberg. Give me 3 and 4.
The Phantom Menace.
Oh, duh.
Yes.
He's been trying to forget that one.
Yes, it made $1 billion. And interestingly enough, number 4 was The Lion King.
Oh, that makes total sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lion King was huge.
Yeah, it made $968 million.
Wow. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Did you guys see this movie in the theater?
You're damn right I did.
Of course we did. Did you?
Absolutely.
How could you not?
I just remember this movie blowing my mind.
Absolutely.
How can it not?
Unless, I mean, I guess it couldn't if you were.
Nobody had seen the likes of this before.
No.
It was jaw-dropping.
Yeah, this movie helped change the game for computer effects from then on out, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, even today, rewatching the movie, when it gets to that one scene where we first see the dinosaurs, you still get that feeling.
Yeah, and it's such a mixture of everything, right? This was kind of like a perfect storm. You have Spielberg, for one, you have Williams doing the score, and you have a dynamic cast who aren't blockbuster famous people, but they're famous enough, right? I love me some Jeff Goldblum in anything he does. Great addition. Sam Neill, I knew him from like The Last Omen and some of the other dramas that he's done, and I'm thinking, I don't know. But after you watch him as Alan Grant, I fucking love Sam Neill, right? Laura Dern, fantastic.
Absolutely. And audiences had not seen anything like this before. The special effects combined with the music, you are just left slack-jawed. And it was the 800-pound gorilla that completely overwhelmed that summer.
Who did the special effects?
Well, Tippett, right?
Yeah, but what company?
Oh, is it ILM?
ILM, baby. This is the one. ILM was doing computer graphics, and Spielberg originally wanted animatronics. And so he called on Stan Winston, the guy who did the Terminator movies, right? Famous special effects guy. And Phil Tippett said, or it's Dennis Muren, one of the two. I think it was Dennis Muren. He said, these animatronics are great. They look fantastic. But Stephen, let me show you something. And I think it was the Galapagos stampede scene. And Spielberg was like, fuck it. This is what we're doing. So Jurassic Park is actually part practical animatronics and a lot of CGI. And it was kind of the ushering in the era of less practical, more CGI.
Well, it also had people in costumes and puppetry.
Yeah.
So it just combined all of it.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. I was thinking, yeah, duh, but animatronics is different. No, you're absolutely right.
You got a 2-hour movie and you have about 15 minutes of dinosaur time. What the fuck?
Does it remind you of another Steven Spielberg movie?
How can it not?
Right?
How can it not?
Okay. We've done a couple of Steven Spielberg movies here, and we've probably had this conversation, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Professor, what is your favorite Steven Spielberg movie?
Raiders.
What is yours?
Gotta go with Raiders.
Raiders, yeah, and mine's Jaws. However, all that being said, Jurassic Park, definitely up there in the top 5, top 10.
How can it not be?
Well, he has a big fucking library of great films. So,
yeah.
Did you see how much he made from this movie?
$250 million.
Yeah, $250 million because from profit participation.
And that's in 93, right?
Yes.
Crazy.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
So, do you have another Steven Spielberg movie that we haven't reviewed yet that you want us to review? I got one in mind.
Go.
E.T.
I was just thinking that E.T. was top of my mind.
Mine, and this might make you all laugh, but mine is Ready Player One.
I wouldn't mind that one either. I would love to see that one go in the helmet.
And actually, we have had a lot of submissions over the past couple of weeks, and one of them is Minority Report with Dr. Cuckoo Pants, directed by Sir Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, that's a good movie too.
It is a good movie, yeah.
And there's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who did we almost have direct this movie?
James Cameron, can you imagine?
No.
Yeah. He was going to make basically an Aliens movie with dinosaurs.
Yeah, that just would have been, you know what I mean?
Not right.
I'm glad he went on. I'm both glad and sad that he went on to do Titanic. So, John Williams, the score.
Hello.
Right? Another banger. Thank you, Mr. Williams.
This is one of those, we've talked before about iconic songs and music that just immediately take you back to the movie will always forever be known as this movie. And this is one of them. This score, especially when we first see the dinosaurs and that music hits, you can't hear that music without visualizing this movie.
Oh, I agree. 1000%. This is easily in my top 10 of John Williams themes.
Yeah, and it's just so incredible. The swath of work that he's done. Star Wars, E.T., Jaws, Harry Potter, Superman. Oh my God, you hear all of those.
Yeah, and what I like about John Williams is his themes really can carry a movie, and it just adds so much more. Imagine the bit where Attenborough comes out and he says, "Welcome to Jurassic Park," and you don't have that score, right?
Yes.
It's not the same impact.
Yes.
So
Yeah, imagine something techno.
welcome to Jurassic Park. Yeah, love it.
I've said it before, but let's see if we can recall. How many collaborations has Spielberg and Williams had together?
Oh, was it in the 70s? No, it couldn't have been. 36.
That's not a bad guess. Your thoughts, John?
37.
28.
Oh, yeah. I'm like 79.
28.
Yeah.
And he didn't do West Side Story, did he?
I can't remember.
So the last one that I remember him doing for sure was The Fableman.
Yes. So let's talk about this cast a little bit. I said before, I saw Sam Neill in a few things, but it wasn't until I saw him in this that I became a fan. What'd you guys think of Sam Neill as our Dr. Grant?
I can't see anybody else playing that role. And I guess he came on just weeks before they started filming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's great in this because, we don't have anything to compare him to. We don't see him for previous roles for anything. So we're not, we're not implanting anything else. All we have is what Sam Neill gives us for this character, and it works.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Laura Dern.
She's a cutie.
Mm-hmm. I thought she was fun in this role. She brought the right amount of energy and sass to the role, I believe.
Oh, I agree. I agree with both of you. And I was kind of bummed when The Lost World came out, we didn't have Grant or Sadler.
Yeah.
I mean, Ian's fun, speaking of Ian. But yeah, I really enjoyed Laura Dern in this as well.
You just brought up the sequels. Have you guys seen all the sequels?
Yeah. I haven't seen the newest. Okay, I lied. I haven't seen the last one with Chris Pratt, and I haven't seen the new one with Scarlett Jo.
Mm-hmm.
I've only seen the first Chris Pratt one, and I saw the Scarlett Jo one, and it's a great Jurassic Park movie. You know what you're getting into, and that's what it gives you.
Nice.
I think I've pretty much seen Jurassic Park 2 and then maybe a couple of the Lost World ones, but I never got into them. I couldn't get into them the way I got into Jurassic Park.
Huh. Interesting. Because you've already seen the shark, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that has a lot to do with it and story.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, just off the cuff, I really enjoyed Jurassic Park 3.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Alan Grant comes back.
Yeah.
It was a good story.
Jeff Goldblum, what'd you guys think of him?
I would watch Jeff Goldblum act out of a box. That guy, I am a huge fan of Jeff Goldblum.
He was another late casting. Originally, they wanted Jim Carrey for the role.
Oh, thank God that didn't happen.
It would have been Ace Ventura as...
It was not going to be Ace Ventura.
At 93, that's all Carrey was. The Mask, Ace Ventura.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that he couldn't play a more serious role.
Well,
I think it would have been
you're
goofy.
fighting an uphill battle with me because I'm not a big Jim Carrey fan to begin with. So I, for one, am glad he didn't get the role.
I thought Jeff Goldblum was great in this movie as well.
Yeah, he was fucking great.
I just never understood why they invited a chaos-tician to the island.
Another opinion.
Yeah, I know
I guess it looked good.
He had to get like 3 doctors to sign off on it or something, or 3 professors.
Well, if we read the book, then maybe we'll find out why.
Yeah.
Did you read the book?
I never read Jurassic Park.
Okay. Did you read the book?
No.
Who the fuck am I? Neither did I, bud. Richard Attenborough.
I only know him from The Great Escape.
Yeah, that and this.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was cast very well as Hammond. I believed it. I believed that he was that eccentric billionaire who wanted the theme park.
He was meant to play this friendly character that even though he did some wrong choices, you still kind of love him and kind of dig this character. Where I guess in the book, his character was all about greed and was kind of evil and a horrible person. They went a different route, and I liked the fact that they made him so friendly, like everybody's grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of being grandpa, what'd you guys think of the two kids?
Well, before we get to that, did you hear who they wanted to play that role first?
Who?
Sean Connery.
Oh, fuck. That another bullet dodged.
They really tried, and he didn't want to do it.
Good. I know you wanted him, Steven, but no, good choice on Attenborough.
I agree because, Sean Connery would have been a distraction.
He would have been Sean Connery.
Exactly.
Yeah. No,
a distraction.
I agree.
You mentioned the kids. What did you think of them?
I asked you first.
I thought the kids were okay. The little boy, he did a good job. I thought the girl did a really great job.
What about you?
Oh, I thought they were great. Yeah, I really liked them a lot.
I thought they were delightful. I thought that they showed fear and panic and anxiety fantastically.
They are great in the third act.
Yeah, and I love the little kid. He's fucking hilarious.
Did you hear how the girl got her role?
How?
Her scream.
That makes sense.
Spielberg's wife heard her screaming and said, "You got to put her in this movie."
Yeah, absolutely. Who else jumps out at
Samuel Jackson, baby?
One of his earlier roles.
Hold on to your butts.
Before Pulp Fiction.
I say that almost every time I'll do something, right? Hold on to your butts.
How many times does he say it in the movie?
Twice.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. I thought that was going to be a question.
One of the interesting things is, did you feel kind of a chemistry between Malcolm and Laura Dern's character?
Well, he's always on the lookout for the future misses.
Ian Malcolm.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of how I took it.
I'll say because of this role, they ended up dating after this movie. And I think they became engaged.
Oh, there you go. Who else in this cast?
Wayne Knight.
Newman.
Yes.
Newman from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Hello, Newman.
Yeah, he was, I thought he played that slimy, get rich for yourself quick kind of character very well.
He was easy to dislike.
Yeah.
And which is funny because I was rooting for the dinosaur in that scene.
Yeah, he was the villain we got until they introduced the Velociraptors.
Yeah. This movie was nominated and won 3 Academy Awards.
I am surprised it wasn't more than that.
I don't know, a dinosaur flick in 93. It won the awards. I mean, it should have, right? Best sound, best sound effects, editing.
And visuals.
Yeah. I mean, other than that.
I guess the acting wasn't spectacular.
I was mildly... Go ahead.
No. For the Academy, I would agree with that. But for the movie, I thought it was spot on.
I was mildly surprised that we didn't get John Williams in there.
Yeah.
Mildly.
Yeah, I would think so too. Did you know that at the time of this movie, Spielberg was making another movie at the same time?
Schindler's List.
Yeah, so he was doing double duty during making this movie.
Yeah. And so he goes on to win Academy Awards for Schindler's List, as a matter of fact.
As a matter of fact.
There you go.
I'm curious to know, this movie came out in 1993. I have unofficially counted 5 movies that we have reviewed in 1993. Do you think between the two of you two knuckleheads could come up with 5 movies?
I'm sure Don could.
Tombstone.
Tombstone is 1.
Demolition Man.
That's 2.
Because we just did this for Demolition Man.
Yep.
Waiting?
Nope.
You said 5, right?
I said 5.
Okay.
You got 3 more to go.
Okay. Sandlot.
That's 3.
We only done the first Lethal Weapon. Fuck me. It is Far and Away.
Far and Away, I did not see on the list.
I think it's 94. No, it's 94. What are the other 2?
The other 2 are Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's right.
And the other one is You Can't Handle the Truth.
And I forgot that the last time we did it as well.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And that's part of what made me count it up again, because I was curious to see if you would have gotten it.
And I don't even remember reviewing any of those movies.
Yeah, no one's expecting a lot from you, so thanks, buddy. All right, you guys ready to get into some trivia?
Let's do it. I'm ready for some trivia. I don't know if you boys are ready for some dinosaur trivia.
I'm ready to take a bite out of it.
Nice.
Question number 1. How many miles west of Costa Rica is Isla Nublar located?
Don. 30.
That is not correct.
27.
120 miles.
You're off by 100, but you were closer than. No, I was closer.
Very closer.
Question number 2. What lunch is offered by Hammond to his guests during the tour?
Oh, Don. Chilean sea bass.
Point to Don. Question number 3. When Ian sees the water moving inside that gigantic T-Rex footprint in the mud, what does he call it?
Oh, fuck. I don't know.
The only line I know is, must go faster.
I love that line. He calls it an impact tremor. That's an impact tremor.
Yes. Yes, he does.
Question number 4. How many pumps does Ellie give to get enough power to activate the main switch?
Don. 3.
That is not correct, John.
Oh, fuck me.
4.
4 is the correct answer.
It is 4.
Yeah. I was going to go with 4, but I wasn't sure. I was going between 4 and 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all about the pumps.
Yeah, I can get away with 4 pumps. Can you?
I'm done at 3.
Oh, yeah, that's what I figured. What about you?
Rodney Dangerfield, he has this one joke that says, my wife says, I am way too fast, but that can't be true because I don't know how you can build up that much speed in 45 seconds. Question number 5. As the Velociraptor tries to infiltrate the command center, Lex realizes that she can help because she recognizes the computer operating system. What operating system is it?
Don.
Ty.
Unix.
DOS?
The correct answer is Unix. I thought for sure you were going to get that.
I did
one.
too. I thought you because I saw your eyes look down. I thought you had written it down.
No. I thought I saw DOS on the screen. But I know they were using Mac. They were using Apples.
Yeah, I saw that. It's a Unix. I can do this.
Mm-hmm. So this week's trivia goes to Don. Well done, Don.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Industrialist John Hammond invites paleontologist Alan Grant, paleobotanist Ellie Sattler, and mathematician Ian Malcolm to Isla Nublar, home of his revolutionary theme park, Jurassic Park, filled with clone dinosaurs. After a fatal velociraptor incident rises investor concern, Hammond brings the experts to evaluate the park's safety. The group marvels at living dinosaurs, learning about the cloning process, and debates the ethics of resurrecting extinct species. Hammond's grandchildren, Lex and Timmy, join a tour of the park in automated vehicles. The wonder soon fades, dinosaurs fail to appear, a triceratops is discovered sick, and a looming tropical storm forces staff to evacuate the island. Meanwhile, disgruntled programmer Dennis Nedry enacts a plan to steal dinosaur embryos, shutting down the park's security system.
I am so surprised about how brief this story really is. It takes place over the course of about 24 hours.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's very simple, actually.
Yeah, it really is. And Spielberg uses the awe and wonder of the dinosaur to keep us engaged, along with the tension that he knows how to build.
Boy, does he.
Within his movies.
It's not very often, at least at this time, that a movie starts with a death scene, with a murder. Scream often gets recognition for kind of starting that trend of killing someone off right in the beginning of a movie. This did it at a PG movie. They just murder someone right in the beginning.
I got to say, and the way that this movie starts, it is immediately tense. Right, with you're 30 seconds into it, and you're looking at the employees, the workers, and you can tell this is serious shit that's about to go down.
Yeah, It reminded me a lot of the opening of Jaws, and I'll probably be saying that all night. But he's not showing you what's going on. We see leaves and bushes rustling, and what they're doing is they're transporting a velociraptor. And this is where we're introduced to Muldoon. I guess you could say he's the game warden of the park.
Uh-huh.
And the contraption that they built to transport these animals, I thought was fascinating. And it made sense, right? They open the gate and it's already in the pen, but the velociraptor's so strong, he bumps it, moves it, and there's that gag again that I love where you see a main character, but you don't see what's pulling them away, but they get pulled away.
Yep.
And you got Muldoon going, shoot her!
Yeah, just again, seemed like a very violent opening for a PG film.
I would agree.
And the other part that sells us is the ominous music that we get as this is playing out.
Absolutely.
I love how we also have like the rain coming down. It's kind of bad weather.
The fog,
and
the mist, the lighting,
it's so dark.
Yeah, the set decoration was absolutely
It
wonderful.
just puts you at unease right away.
Agreed.
Cut to Gennaro.
So
He looks so fish out of water.
Oh, absolutely. He's got his shorts on, but a shirt and tie. You can tell he's a lawyerish type of dude. And he's coming, he came out to see Hammond about the workers' family's lawsuit. And this is where he comes in and he's talking to this other dude and he's kind of pissed, right? Hammond couldn't be bothered to show up. And this is kind of where we get the crux of it all without them really telling us what it is. We get the picture of they find the mosquito right in the sap, and that's a huge plot point that's going to come back.
Yep. Next we meet Grant and Ellie, and they're on a dig in the Badlands.
Who's the little kid?
He's the kid from Nightmare on Elm Street. He was what's her name's kid? Freddy's kid, basically. And Joshua? Jacob.
There you go,
Jacob.
buddy. We just reviewed the fucking movie.
Do you know there's an internet theory about that kid
Oh, fucking.
in this movie?
I would say hit me, but you're going to do it anyway. But don't be shocked if I fucking cut it.
Basically, there's a huge internet following that believes he ends up growing up to be Chris Pratt's character in Lost World. That he is inspired from Dr. Grant.
Oh. And then he meets him all those years later in Dominion. Interesting.
And then he takes on some pets.
Yeah, I guess so.
But anyway, what'd you think of him and his interaction with the kid?
I liked it. I liked how, Dr. Grant comes across as very old school, right? He's not good with technology. He's not good with kids.
Hates kids.
Yeah, he's good at digging up bones. And we were also introduced to Ellie, his counterpart, who kind of balances him out.
Yeah, she's
right?
the yang to his yin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you not? I thought I felt chemistry between them. I thought they were going to be the two that end up together. They seemed like they were made for each other.
Well,
although he looks a little older than her.
I guess at the end of the movie, it's implied.
Yes.
And we kind of figure out.
Right, when you see him with the kids.
Yeah. And because, I'm with you. When we meet them in 3 and they're not together, I'm like, what the fuck?
She's got a husband and kids.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So, yeah.
But
it's the aliens thing.
The little speech he gives about the velociraptor and all that, I felt for me that was the foreshadowing of that's who's going to be our most dangerous dinosaur coming at us.
Oh, sure. This movie is dripping with foreshadow. And so as they're doing their dig, we get a helicopter come in and they're all pissed off like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, they just had uncovered these dinosaurs and now they're being covered up with the dust and dirt and everything.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, the helicopter came to pick up Hammond, right? Mm-hmm. How does Hammond get into the trailer without anybody knowing when Grant walks by, there's all those people by the trailer?
He must have run to the trailer.
Something, right?
He had to have time enough to find that bottle of champagne.
Yeah. And so Grant comes in and he's all kinds of pissed because of the helicopter and he finds out that it's Hammond and Hammond is actually funding Dr. Grant's dig. And so now he's like, oh, Mr. Hammond, please come in.
Well, it's revealed. I don't know. It's revealed a little bit later or whatever. Hammond needs to sweet talk them because if he can't get them to sign off on it, his Jurassic Park could be closed down.
Yeah, and that's what he says. He comes in and goes, I need your expertise. And then Sadler comes in and goes, you know what? I could also use a paleobotanist as well. Come to my amusement park, check it out, and, it'll be great.
And I'll fund you for the next 3 years.
Well, yeah, because at first they're like, no, we can't go. And then he says that, and then their tune changes really quick. They have the champagne, and we cut to
Nedley.
And I like this bit because, you got Wayne Knight having lunch, and this sets up the nefarious plan that Nedry has, and we meet Dodson. This is Dodson. I thought the coolest part of this scene was the shaving cream can.
Of course.
Right? He's supposed to steal some embryos, get them to the competition for... I think the gross of it was 1.5.
Yeah, total was 1.5.
Yeah, so he got $750 up front, and then after the $750, then he was going to get $50K for each embryo that he delivered.
And right there, we can see that he is driven by greed and money, especially the way he expects Dodson to pay for his lunch.
I thought that was hilarious.
Don't get cheap on me now.
Yeah. And then we cut to the helicopter. And everybody's coming in, and this is where we meet Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum's character, and they're having a conversation, and he is talking about the chaos theory, and they're like, what the fuck is that?
Did you know that Jeff Goldblum picked out his own wardrobe, paid for it, and brought it himself?
That does not surprise me because that looks like something he would wear.
Mm-hmm.
The great thing about this helicopter ride in is the music. Because the music, it is the same sort of feeling that we get when we are out on the boat in Jaws, and the music is it's fun. We're on an adventure, and so we get this same feeling. It felt just like Jaws. As we're going in on this helicopter ride, and we have no idea what we're in store for, but John Williams' music score really sells this.
And this is the Jurassic Park theme, right? This is the big one, and you feel it. And so they land, they get into Jeeps, and now they are headed to the command center. Visitor center.
Notice that when we land, that all of the staff, they're wearing pink shirts. And what the pink shirts sell to me is it is a passive color, and that things are okay, things are safe. And with this, we are further lulled into, this is going to be fun and this is going to be okay because, the music tells us it's okay. And the pink shirts, everybody wearing the pink shirts, there's nothing dangerous here.
Right.
One thing I thought was interesting that Spielberg did is, I guess by the time they started filming, the sets weren't done yet. They still needed more work. So he had the people who were building the sets actually build the sets while they were filming, and it worked. It looked like a theme park that wasn't quite ready yet to open.
Which I didn't get because they're days away from opening and you got people out there painting. What the hell?
Sure, man. Last minute. Always, the deadline comes faster than you would expect.
When the helicopter comes down, I love the trumpets that are playing here. It is just so bright and happy.
Yeah. And so they're in the Jeeps, they're driving along, and Sadler's sitting in the front seat looking at this leaf. And
it shouldn't exist because it's been extinct.
And they pull up and stop, and Grant sees something. And
oh my God, the music is so good here. This is it. This is the moment.
And all of the actors sell it absolutely brilliantly, from Neil to Dern, even Malcolm, right? Because he's in awe, but he chuckles because he's like, God damn it, the dude did it, right? I can't believe he fucking did it. And we see dinosaurs.
I felt like their reaction is what our reaction was watching the movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Agreed.
Yeah, watching the glasses shakily come off when he reaches over and he grabs Ellie's head and turns her head, and then the camera follows her up, over the top of the Jeep. And then we get that shot, and then the music kicks in.
Dr. Grant, my dear Dr. Sattler, welcome to Jurassic Park.
I love the lawyer's response.
We're going to make a boatload. Grant is like, how did you do this? And Hammond's like, let me show you.
And then with this, now we're off to the facilities and we're sitting in the chairs. And then we get this wonderful little exposition that, really cranks us through a whole bunch of information in a very short period of time.
That was the whole point of Mr. DNA, is because I guess in the book there was a huge part of trying to explain the whole process, and Spielberg just wanted to cut it down to just a super quick snippet.
Oh, Spielberg's brilliant at doing that. Taking a book and then adapting it. And so here they get on this ride.
It's sort of a ride.
And they get the explanation of the DNA and how they infused it with amphibian DNA. And that's how they get the little dinosaurs. And as they're rolling by, they get to see the laboratory where everything's going on.
Well, I love how the lawyer asks, is that that autoerotica stuff?
Oh, yeah.
You mean animatronics?
That's what it was. And they stop, or they keep going, and Hammond's like, no, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. And the other three are like, what the fuck? We want to go look at that shit, right? They want to go to the laboratory. And I like how disappointed Hammond is when the three lift up the rests, or the, you know what I'm saying?
The legs.
Yep. And they take off.
Well, here's where we get to meet, I think his name is Dr. Wu.
Yep.
There was supposedly a hint there that Dr. Wu wasn't on the up because he shows up later on in the movies, and you find out that he kind of was stealing information for a competitor.
He's a scumbag.
Because if you look closely, when he's working on the computer, he's deleting information off the computer. And so they say that was supposed to be a hint that later on in the books or later on in the movies, he was going to turn out to be a scumbag.
Huh. Interesting.
Also, briefly, in the background, we heard Arnold announcing that the transport's leaving at 1900 hours. But I really love, the whole little bit that we get, with the baby coming out of the shell. And wait, you bred raptors? Oh, boy. It is so ominous right there. That look that we get from Grant.
There was something said here that I thought would come back later in the movie, but it never did. When Hammond says that he's there for the birth of every single dinosaur so that they imprint on him. But we never get to see him actually interact with some, full-grown dinosaurs at all in the movie.
Yeah.
I thought we would. I thought we were going to see what the impact of his imprinting with them.
Oh, interesting. And then we cut to lunchtime.
Well, actually, before lunchtime, we head outside.
For lunchtime,
yes.
For the Raptors.
Yes.
What'd you guys think of this whole bit?
Oh, it was sad.
That poor cow.
Yes, it was sad.
It had no idea what it was getting into.
And Spielberg does such a great job of, again, not showing us anything.
Yes.
And letting our imagination
that
do
little
the
line
work.
tug.
Yeah.
Yes. Sure. And this is where we get to meet Muldoon, and he gives us some valuable information about the velociraptors and their behaviors.
Right.
And then we see the truss come up, and it's shot to shit. It's just like, motherfuck.
They tore it up.
It reminded me of piranhas. I don't know why.
No, I can see that. Absolutely, for sure. That's another one, listeners. Let's make the professor watch Piranha Double D. Please and thank you.
So now we're inside, and we have this little lunchtime conversation, which I thought was a really valuable piece of dialogue to have go back and forth about the ethics of what this park is supposed to represent.
And this is kind of the heart of it as well, right? I mean, you have Ian who's just questioning everything. And it finally comes down to, just because you have the power to do something doesn't mean you should, right? And also, essentially what he's saying is no good can come from this.
He's also saying that you can't control nature.
Yeah. Life finds a way. And Dr. Sadler kind of gets on board, and Hammond makes a comment about, I brought you three here to back me up, and the only one who's with me is the blood-sucking lawyer, which I thought was a nice little.
Yep.
And then I thought to myself, yeah, Spielberg must not like lawyers. Because this one gets eaten, and he names the shark after his lawyer.
Yeah, and it makes me wonder, what experiences has he has that he's so jaded about this?
Who knows? Who knows? And so now
We meet the kids.
and they
Grandpa!
come, they run up, and we're told that we get to go on the tour, and we see these 2 Ford Explorers decked out in Jurassic Park colors roll up. They're
It's the classic trademark. I mean, you see these, even the colors, and you think Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But the great thing about these kids is not only are we now, we got to see kind of this whole experience through adult eyes. The kids are a great tool to see it through the eyes of children.
Oh yeah, I agree. And Spielberg does this on purpose, right?
Absolutely.
Because the adults are kind of going, I don't know, and the kids are like dinosaurs. So let's start the tour.
And little Timmy, or whatever his name is, he's excited to meet his hero.
He just loves Dr. Grant. I thought that was a great relationship, and I really bought the chemistry between Grant and the 2 kids.
Well, I loved Laura Dern's character, that she's like, the little girl's like, she told us to ride with you, that it would be good for you.
And she's back laughing. And but as it turns out, the kids ride with the lawyer, and Malcolm Sadler and Grant ride in a car.
I love his comment of, which car are you going in?
Yeah.
Whichever car you're in.
So he leaves. Or he opens the door, puts him in, and shuts it and walks the other door. Classic move.
Back in the command center, we get that there's a storm warning, and then we start the tour. Hold on to your butts.
I kept thinking he had to know that this storm was probably on its way. Why would he not only invite his grandkids to the island when they would have to probably leave so quickly, also bring in the lawyer and everybody else all so quickly? Couldn't wait like a day or two?
I don't think he does know. I think storms out there just build and form and show up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's fact.
Yeah, and they talked about it too. Maybe this one will peel off like the last one did.
Yeah.
And then also he's on this, imminent deadline. They want to open the park in days, and the investors are like, not until we get a sign off on this.
And there's a lot of problems in the park still. There's a lot of debugging that has to do. And now we get Nedry and Hammond kind of getting into it because Nedry wants more money. And he's, I guess I can do it, whatever. And Hammond's like, dude, do your fucking job.
Well, you have to think he's already being paid well because Hammond spared no expense.
Agreed, greedy fucker. And at the same time, we know that Nedry has other plans.
So they show up to the first dinosaur attraction, but the Dilophosaurus is a no-show.
They're like, fuck.
But at least they're heading off to the T-Rex exhibit.
Which now we're talking, right? We get to see the big bad boy.
And did you think that goat was going to get it?
Not at that moment, but I knew he was.
I felt sorry for the goat.
Of course you did.
I loved Ian's comment.
There will eventually be dinosaurs on this ride.
Yeah,
and Hammond, what does Hammond say?
He's up in the camera.
Yeah.
I hate that, man.
Yeah, so good. And so again, no show. And so as they're moving along,
I do like how they show us the fence, the reveal of the fence with the lights up on the top.
and it's an electrified, and it's supposed to keep, the T-Rex at bay.
That's going to come back to play later on.
Well, like I said, this whole movie is dripping with foreshadowing.
Well, there's something else with Nedley in that he's talking on the phone about he's got to get out of there because he's got to start the whole process and catch the boat. He had timed it out to be like 30 minutes, and he only get 9 minutes to get it all done.
No, wait, yeah, it was
18 minutes.
But he could do it in 15, he said.
Yeah.
Because the boat was leaving like in 20 minutes or something like that. Yeah.
You know everything's going to be rushed, so something's going to go wrong.
Right. And we go back to the tour, and Grant notices something off in the field, and it turns out that it's a sick triceratops.
Mm-hmm.
And
they get out of the vehicle. See, now I couldn't have predicted. Nobody would have predicted that,
right? Because Ian is talking about the chaos theory because Sattler's unfamiliar with it.
Yep.
And I like the bit when Grant and Ellie get out of the car, and he's like, "See, again, I couldn't have predicted this. Now I'm in the car talking to myself." What'd you guys think of the whole sick triceratops bit?
This again was a great move by Spielberg in that we had the CGI dinosaurs. Now we have the animatronic. And it looked very realistic. In fact, did you guys see a couple years ago, some people put out pictures of Spielberg with a triceratops and claimed it was a hunter that killed a real triceratops, and people believed it on the internet?
I did not.
Well, people will believe anything.
Yeah, it was
but that's
actually
funny.
a big thing for a while. The people actually believed it was real, these pictures from Jurassic Park. But I like that scene. I thought it was good.
Yeah, it's a great introduction. Okay, here's a dinosaur, and this encounter goes well. It's a passive experience.
And I like how Laura Dern sells it, right? She is so happy that she's crying that she can't believe that this is happening. And Grant lays on the Triceratops'
That's a
stomach
great
and
moment.
breathes in and out, right?
Yeah.
And in the meantime, or as all this is happening, the storm is coming in.
Well, the whole thing with this scene, the book actually explains what's wrong with the Triceratops. It wasn't the berries or whatever. But my biggest gripe, I think, for this scene is the size of the dino shit, which, by the way, was an ad-libbed line about that's one big pile of shit. But the freaking dino poop was the same size as the Triceratops. That must have been like a hint right there what's wrong with it.
That's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very high pile of shit. And so I took it that it was maybe collected.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
The storm is coming and the tour gets canceled and Hammond's all kinds of pissed off and Samuel L's like, this is going to happen, right? I mean,
Yep.
you got to bring him in.
We got to evacuate in 5 minutes type of thing. And we see that, oh boy, he's going to run his little program that is going to wipe out Jurassic Park.
I like how he stands up and goes, I'm going to go get a soda, and I thought you guys could use a soda, and you told me to debug the phones, and I debugged the phones. Could you have been any more obvious?
Well, he was just trying to create a diversion and turn off the security where he was trying to get into to get the embryos.
Yeah, I thought that if I'm Samuel L. Jackson and Hammond, I'm like, why the fuck are you acting like that? You just pretty much 5 minutes ago told me to fuck off because I'm not paying you enough. And now you're all happy-go-lucky? Red flag number one.
Part of me would assume that he wanted to get out of there because of the storm.
Well, no, he had to. He was on a...
I know, but
he was on time.
from their impression of he's nervous because of the storm.
Maybe. And so he goes and he takes his samples, puts them in the shaving cream jar, and he takes off.
And the program shuts stuff down. All right, where did the SUV stop?
Nedry's sabotage disables the electric fences, stranding the tour vehicles near the T-Rex paddock. The T-Rex breaks free, killing lawyer Donald Guillermo, injuring Malcolm, and sending Grant, Lex, and Tim fleeing into the wilderness. Nedry, lost in the storm, meets his end at the jaws of a Dilophosaurus. Separated from the others, Grant protects Lex and Tim as they survive overnight in a tree, encounter a Brachiosaurus herd, and later witness proof that the dinosaurs are breeding, thanks to the amphibian DNA that allows sex changes. They barely escape a Gallimimus stampede and the hunting T-Rex. Meanwhile, Hammond and Chief Engineer Ray Arnold attempt a full system reboot to regain control. Arnold is killed by raptors, while Sattler and Game Warden Robert Muldoon discover the predators are loose. Muldoon is outmaneuvered and killed, while Sattler narrowly escapes after restarting the power. So it's this is kind of the jumping off point. This is what lights the fuse and gets us going for the rest of the movie.
We're halfway through. This is just over an hour into the movie.
The power is out. The tour is stuck at the T-Rexes. They don't really know what's going on. It's starting to rain. It's getting stormy. We find out that Sattler wanted to stay with the Triceratops, so it's Grant, Ian, the two kids, and the lawyer. And I like how Tim is searching through the car or whatever, and he finds those goggles.
Mm-hmm.
And the lawyer's like, put those away. I'm sure they're expensive. Are they heavy? Yeah, then they're expensive. But what I like is how he puts them on, and you can see the goat.
Yep.
He's there. They cut away, do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And all of a sudden, boom. Do you guys remember that in the theater?
Yeah.
You could feel it.
Yeah.
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 You're thinking, Oh shit!
And then
Do you know what
so
they-
smart, right?
Do you know what they used to make those loud booms?
Guitar strings.
No, that was for the water.
The impact tremor.
The impact tremors.
Oh,
The loud
piano
booms of the
strings?
walking, they actually used falling trees.
To make the water shake?
No, to make the sound of the T-Rex
Oh,
walking.
I'm
the-
sorry.
of the
I thought you meant what they used to
The
make
impact tremors, yeah. Were
the
guitar
water
strings.
shake. Yeah. Yeah, and here comes the T-Rex.
This ushers in one of the most iconic moments in Hollywood history.
They look over at the goat. The goat's gone,
Where's the goat?
and then the up
Pieces
above shot,
of it falls.
and then the leg falls on the SUV.
Yep.
Ugh. And here we go.
Did you hear about the problems with the T-Rex animatronic?
No.
It soaked up a lot of water, so they constantly had to try to dry it. But because of the water, it caused malfunctions in it. And occasionally, while the actors were just standing around and the T-Rex was turned off, it would turn itself on and start making noises and movements. It kept scaring the crap out of the actors.
That would do it. And so the T-Rex is revealed. We see it. It starts fucking with the car.
Well, one of my favorite scenes, even before it starts fucking with the car, is that, she has that flashlight and she keeps shining it around. And you see the beam of light coming out of the car, and then she shines it on the eye of the T-Rex, and you see that pupil just dilate so quick.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that was one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, absolutely. And the lawyer had taken off and run into the bathroom.
He
And
left
Lexi's
us.
like, I can't believe he fucking left us.
He left us.
What a fucking dick, right? And I like how, and I don't know how Malcolm and Grant aren't reacting to any of this until later.
I think that they are just paralyzed with fear.
So they see the T-Rex,
Well,
right?
Ian quickly goes into his dinosaur, intelligence and basically says, well, it can't see us unless you move.
Well, yeah.
And then he starts saying,
Well, that was Grant.
Grant, I mean. And he keeps saying, turn off the flashlight. Turn off the flashlight.
But they don't, and it draws the T-Rex's attention. What'd you guys think of this whole car bit?
Having Tim close the car door is just like, oh shit. He's the T-Rex. He's not going to leave him alone now. And sure as shit, once he flips that over and he gets on the top and the mud starts coming in, you're like, motherfuck.
It's super tense, and Grant's like, fuck, we gotta help him. We gotta create a diversion. So he takes a flare and runs out there.
In real life, I guess he burned himself pretty badly with it. He got a bad burn injury
Well, he played dumb games.
with the phosphorus.
And he lures the T-Rex away for just a brief second.
Well, it's funny is because he comes out as the hero and he throws the flare and the T-Rex is wandering off. It's not till Ian tries to jump in and be the next hero that fucks everything up.
And he's trying to be the self-sacrifice hero, right? Because as he's running, he's all, get the kids. And I'm sure Grant's like, I just have this fucking thing under control, you dick.
He says, don't move it.
Yeah, he fucking moves. And so Lexi gets out of the car. The T-Rex keeps spinning it. Tim's stuck inside. And finally, the T-Rex throws the car over the edge and it lands in a fucking tree.
What about Gennaro?
Oh, yeah. He gets eaten.
Yeah.
As Malcolm's running with the flare, the T-Rex hits him, throws him into the bathroom.
I don't know why, but I feel like the first time I saw the movie, I thought that the lawyer was actually taking a shit on that toilet. I thought his pants were down and he was taking a shit when he got eaten.
Oh, how funny.
But I guess I looked this time and no, his pants were up.
Yes, they were.
Yes, they were.
Yes.
And in the meantime, we get Nedry. He gets in his Jeep, his gas-powered Jeep, makes it to the gates, open the gates, and is driving. And the storm's super bad, and he can't see. He's trying to clean his
The
windshield,
signs got knocked down and he doesn't know which way the arrow is.
and he fucking crashes.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm thinking, good, I hope one of these dinosaurs gets this motherfucker, right? And then we cut back to Grant and Lex, who made it down to the ground safely by climbing the wires. But Tim's still stuck in the fucking tree. This is a very important part, and it's very subtle. Grant goes to go get Tim, and Lex is like, he left us. And Grant's like, but that's not what I'm going to do.
But my first thought is when he starts going up the tree, he just left her alone on the ground.
Well, he said he'd be right back.
Yeah, but how many dinosaurs are out on the ground there?
She called into the storm drain pipe.
Oh, did she?
She'd be all right.
So back in the control room, we are coming to the conclusion that we are fucked, and there's 2 millions of line of code to go through to try to figure out what the hell happened. And then Hammond says, Muldoon, would you please go get my grandchildren?
I like that bit. And Ellie's like, fuck, I'm going too. Right?
So we cut back, and, we're back at the Jeep. And boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what, having that Jeep up in the tree moment, so incredibly wonderful.
Intense.
I like the kid. He's like so embarrassed that he threw up in the truck. I wouldn't be too embarrassed about that.
Oh, I think
after everything he just went through.
I think that kid plays this so believable.
Mm-hmm.
He tells Grant he threw up, and then Grant's like, I won't tell anybody, but you got to come with me, bud, because we're in a fucking tree. And I mean, I can see this coming a mile away, what's going to happen, but Spielberg has me so drawn into it, I don't fucking care. I'm waiting for it, right?
It's so good.
When you're watching them climb down the tree and the car starts coming down as well.
The music. My God.
Do you ever think that, why didn't they just crawl around the side of the tree?
I think that every single time.
No, I actually, still to this day, is like, go, 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 go.
It's so funny because it's so incredibly tense, but if he just would have gone to the other side of the tree, I think it every single time.
You would have been just fine. But it wouldn't have given us one of my favorite lines in this entire movie.
Well, we're back in the car again.
I love that.
Well, at least you're out of the tree.
Good point, Dr. Grant. Good
in the meantime, we see Nedley. He meets his demise with the spitters.
This dinosaur, to this day, this was one of the creepiest, freakiest scenes for me. I remember sitting in the theater, and when the thing flails open and starts, doing his thing, I was like, oh my God. And then he spits the shit on him.
Do you know what that spit was?
Crud.
KY jelly and food coloring.
That sounds like my Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the professor's turning red. But what'd you guys think of Nedry's demise?
It was very satisfying.
I would agree. He needed to get his comeuppance.
I like how he says, you dumb animal. I'm going to run you over with my car when I come down.
No wonder you're extinct.
Yeah.
And then to see that last little bit of the shaving cream being buried in the mud.
So good. And I'm immediately thinking sequel.
I was going to say, did you ever think about that shaving cream coming back, even though it's never come back in any of the movies? And they had revealed earlier that the embryos inside of it would only last for 48 hours. 36 hours.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So,
absolutely.
Of course, it's gone, but it seemed like they made a point to show us it was being...
I think the point in showing us that was that the embryos aren't going to get off the island.
So they're just writing them off.
And the competition isn't going to get the formula.
And nobody's going to ever know what happened to those embryos.
Because Nedry's not going to be around to tell anybody. He is dinosaur food.
So Ellie and Muldoon, I think I found Gennaro. Yeah, I think I did too.
That's such a good scene. And Dern sells it on her face, right? She's like, ugh. But they also see Ian, and
Who's beat the shit.
Yeah, but they can't find the other fucking car. Well, they're like, what the fuck?
Ellie, she sees the car down below.
Right. Cut to, now they're already down there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, wasn't Grant and the kids just there? I mean, how did they really miss each other? But I guess, obviously, they did.
Mm-hmm.
And
see the footprints. Okay. They're okay. Somebody's okay.
Someone's alive, right?
Yep.
We cut back to Ian and we get the impact tremor.
The impact tremor moment.
Yeah. And the other two come back and they get in the car and Ian's like, go. Fuck, you gotta go, go, go.
Yeah.
And he says that line that you guys like.
Do you know where else he said
Independence Day,
Independence
motherfucker.
Day, yeah. Now, which came out first?
The Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park? Okay.
I'm pretty sure Independence Day was 98, 99.
Okay.
But anyways.
So yeah, having that moment where the T-Rex is keeping up with the Jeep, and you got Ian scurrying towards the front of the Jeep.
It's the stick shift.
Yeah, it's like,
so
oh my
good.
gosh, the tension in that is wonderful.
Yeah. Again, Spielberg is a master at building this shit.
One of the things I loved in that scene is he gives us a shot of the side mirror where it says objects in the mirror are closer than, or look closer than they actually are, or something like that.
Yeah, I love that.
And the line that Ian gives to exit this scene, think you'll have that on the tour?
He comes in with the one-liners, and he is the comic relief of this, and he does such a great job.
Where is it earlier on that he uses the one-liner of, God, I hate being right?
No, that was later on.
No,
Was it?
no.
Oh, no, that was it.
That was when the T-Rex first shows up.
Oh,
Because he was predicting something's going to go wrong because you can't control this.
Yep.
And he's like, God, I hate always being right.
mhm.
I have that same problem. So
It is your cross to bear.
it is. It is.
So we're back to Grant and the kids, and they seek refuge up in a tree to get through the night.
Ellie's tripping. Tim seems to be okay. He's adjusting. He's a fucking little trooper after what he's been through so far. And this is where we see the Brachiosauruses.
Yep.
Well, yeah, and we see the Vegosaurus as Timmy refers to it later in the morning.
I love the jokes he's saying, right? What do you call a blind dinosaur? I thought a saurus.
I think. Do you think he saw us?
Yeah.
The one thing I like, the tender scene I like about this is Lex is so afraid to go to sleep, and Grant says, I'll stay awake. And usually in these movies, you see the next morning, usually all three of them are asleep, but no, he is still awake. And that was kind of a pleasant.
No, he
No,
wasn't.
he was asleep.
He was
No,
asleep.
I thought he just looked around.
No,
He was asleep, bud.
No, I didn't think he was asleep. I think he just kind of sat there.
watch the movie.
Okay, I did.
No, not on your phone.
No.
You were on your phone. That's why you missed it.
No.
He was asleep.
Okay, I'll have to go back and look again.
Yeah. He was asleep. But they do wake up eventually.
But
And
before-
because it's the trope, I won't fall asleep. Cut to, they're all sleeping.
But before that, we end the night. It's back in the visitor center, and we have Hammond and Ellie, and they're having their little ice cream chat.
Another great piece of dialogue
Yes,
where Ellie
yes.
is trying to convince Hammond, this is fucked up. You're talking about making changes and doing this, that, and the other. And we have people that we love are out there and people are dying. What the fuck is wrong with you?
The only thing that matters now is the people that we love.
And then he says, have some ice cream. Spared no expense. So
I think that's the last time he says it.
I think so too.
That was supposed to be a reminder of the power outage because they had to eat all the ice cream.
Yeah. And it all melts.
But that also, I guess, was a hint. I didn't realize this, but that was supposed to be a hint for later when we go into that freezer area. Why it's so icy on the floor is because the doors were open and the power was out and water and ice got on the floor. That's why they're slipping and sliding.
Yeah, I mean,
And that's why it was open for him to run in there. For
Yeah.
Tim to run in there.
yeah, I never questioned it.
Yeah, they said that Hammond left the door open.
So now it's the next morning, and they wake up, and we get a little interaction with the dinosaurs.
I like how the Brachiosaurus sneezes on Lex.
Oh,
Looks so gross.
I love Timmy's
Perfect.
response to that.
God bless you.
And then what does he say about her?
What?
Well, now she's never going to want to do that again or whatever.
totally.
when they get down out of the tree, this is where Grant finds the dinosaur eggshells.
And he was like, motherfucker,
Oh,
Ian was right.
Another important thing, kind of symbolism happens up in the tree to symbolize, his dig days are probably done is when he gets rid of that raptor claw.
Oh, right. He tosses it away.
Yeah. And so they see the eggs. He knows that they are reproducing on the island. Ian was right. Life found a way. And now their main concern is getting back to the visitor center, getting back to the area. And we get this bit where we see the Galapagos.
Not yet.
Where do we go next?
We go back to the control center, and Ian is laying there looking right sexy with that open shirt.
Oh,
it
yeah.
looked like something out of Playgirl.
Oh, yeah. Give me some Jeff Goldblum shirtless any day of the week.
That became I think a popular poster at the time.
Did it?
Yeah.
Did you have it?
No.
Fucking liar.
And so they're having this conversation, and they're going back and forth. Should we shut the system down or not?
And what's his name? Samuel L's like, you can, but I don't know if it's going to work. Rebooting everything, theoretically, it should.
We've never tried it.
Right. And Hammond's like, do it. And so,
there's another curious thing that's also briefly mentioned by Muldoon that I interpreted. It was the lysine contingent. And the lysine contingent, if I understand it correctly, is they need to be fed in order to keep the lysine from producing in their system, which kills them. Which means if nobody's around anymore on the island, then the dinosaurs should die off because of the lysine.
unless life finds a way. Right. Yeah. And so,
Hold on to your butts.
number 2.
I think is it a later movie that they reveal that the dinosaurs found it in the plants? They got enough lysine from the plants or something.
That does not sound familiar.
I thought that's what they reveal is something about the plants.
They might have. I didn't.
Yeah, who knows?
Are you sure you're not recalling that from user 647 Jurassic Park?
No.
Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure.
No.
And so they shut down the power. Everything goes out. And we cut to Grant and the kids walking along. And this is where we get the stampede.
Right. And they're moving like a flock of birds almost.
Huh. Flocking right toward us. And what I didn't expect is as they watch the stampede go by and they're hiding behind the log, what I didn't expect was the T-Rex coming out.
No shit.
And Ellie is fucking traumatized, right? She's like, we gotta go fucking now.
But who's not
I
traumatized?
fucking love Timmy. So much blood. Grant has to come back and get him.
I like it when Grant says, I'll bet you never look at birds the same again.
Yeah, that's a great line. Great line.
So Arnold is overdue. He's not back yet. He was supposed to go over there and turn on the main power. And they're thinking something's not right.
My question is when he went out to do the power, he had to go outside where the dinosaurs could be loose. Why didn't Muldoon go with him?
That's a great question.
Totally.
And so Ellie's like, fuck, I'm going to go.
I like the moment right before she goes where Hammond, he's tending to Ian, and he says, love, all the major parks, they have delays. Yeah, but John, if Pirates of the Caribbean breaks down, the pirates don't eat the tourists.
That's fucking great. And again, those little quips from Ian. And so Muldoon and Sadler head out to go start the power, and we're told you got to prime the ignition. You just can't turn it on.
You got to pump it.
You got to pump it real good. Here's some radios. Be on channel 2.
Give it a little, nice talk.
There you go. Talk nice to it.
I see the shed. We can make it.
Little tickle.
Yeah.
No, we can't.
Why? We're being hunted. This might be one of my favorite scenes in the entire movie. Even though Muldoon gets it, it's still a great
Her
scene.
run or his hunting?
The hunting.
Yeah.
And so he says, run. And she takes off to the shed and
The
he
music
goes forward.
right here is so great.
Yes. And you see a little, because he spots a velociraptor and they're just baiting him, right? We don't know this as the audience because that reveal is wonderful.
When she gets to the door, goes inside, slams the door and all that, and you see just fear and terrified on her face. That was really, Laura Dern was really scared at that point.
Yeah. And it shows. And I bought it and I fucking loved it.
We cut to Sam and the kids. They're now at the electric fence.
Who didn't see this coming? All I can say is this poor fucking kid.
I love the tension that they had built. They're climbing up and we know that this power is about to go on. And they even show us on the thing that it's the last one to light up.
Yeah. And again, they're building the tension and the suspense. I like the bit where Grant goes up, looks at him, grabs onto the thingamadoodle, the fence, and pretends to get electrocuted. If you look at Lex, she screams, but Tim hides his eyes like he doesn't want to watch this.
I love how
it's so good.
She goes, "That's not funny," and Timmy's like, "Yeah, it was."
He was like, "That was great." So now they got to climb, and again, we know this is coming.
The funny thing is looking at the gaps, in the wire and everything, I could see how Grant couldn't fit through, but especially Timmy, he could have fit through that fence.
Maybe, or if you climb a little bit fucking faster. How about that?
Yeah.
As soon as that alarm goes on, fuck that, I'm jumping.
But so right after, that was not funny. That was great. Now we're back to Ellie, and she's at a dead end, and Malcolm says, no, look at the pipes along the top, follow the pipes along the top, and that'll take you to it. Back to the fence, and now it's like, take your time, it's okay. And they're just plodding along as they move their way. And the camera swing that we go underneath the fence is so fucking beautiful.
Yeah. And then we go back to the shed, and she pumps the primer.
I see the box.
And she starts hitting shit. And like you said, John, they have the list of all of the things that go back on.
And they highlight the fact that the fence is the last one.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now we're back to the fence, and we see them, and they're going over the top now. And the last 20 minutes of the movie is so fucking intense.
Absolutely.
But I just love it because, because there's, there they are, and he's like, take your time. There's no rush. I just love the camera work here. It is so good.
And then we cut back to the shed. Another thing going on. We cut back to the fence. They're climbing down.
Okay.
We cut back.
You got to pump it. You got to prime it.
Yeah.
And so, right? So she does that to get the charge, and she does. And now the lights and the beeping happens on the fence.
And that's when you're like, fuck that.
Mm-hmm. And you can see the other two are pretty much down, but here's Timmy that's still halfway up.
Yeah.
He's way the fuck up there.
And Grant's like, dude, you got to jump. I'm going to catch you. You're okay. And he's like, no. And he's like, you got to. And then he turns around and he says, okay, I'm going to jump on 3. 1, 2. Bzzz. And he goes flying back. And luckily, Grant catches that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I like, and then we cut back to the shed, and she's like, yes, I fucking did it. And then,
I think we're back in business.
boom.
All I kept thinking was this was a fence that was meant to stop a T-Rex from getting through it. So it had to be, I mean, it said 10,000 volts or something like that. Wouldn't the kid just be a fricasseed? Wouldn't he be deep fried at this point?
Yeah, he would really be dead. Are you happy now?
I'm just thinking he would have been zapped pretty good.
No, he would have been dead. There's no way he survives this.
He was not breathing, but I just thought he'd be all burnt up, a little burnt corpse.
Yeah. So we have to suspend our disbelief just a little bit in this bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so back at the shed, Saller's getting attacked by a velociraptor.
She backs up and, the arm. Arnold's arm.
Yeah, so good.
I think if they ever do another future movie, I guess the last one was supposed to be a final one, at least of the Lost World series. But if they don't, they could bring him back one arm, like a mechanical arm. He could be like a Bucky.
He's taken refuge on the island all this time, and he's kind of like John C. Reilly's character from King Kong, Kong Island.
Maybe he's
Skull Island.
Maybe he's got like an ice cream scoop for his other arm.
I like it. I like where you're going with that.
So now we're with Muldoon, and he's hunting. Oh, wait, he's being hunted.
So good. And
Clever girl.
Such a good bit. And he tries to get the shot off, but it doesn't work. And I love how Spielberg cuts to the other velociraptor.
And the
Just
snake
watching.
going by, and the eye squints. It's almost like the dinosaur is smiling.
Yes, because as soon as he squints, it's like he is smiling.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So, Tim, he comes to 3.
Again, one of my favorite lines. This kid just had me rolling the entire time. He finishes his countdown, but he's alive and they can move on. Grant, Tim, and Lex reach the visitor center, but the velociraptors are waiting. Tim and Lex endure a terrifying pursuit through the kitchen before outsmarting the raptors and locking one in a freezer. Lex uses her computer skills to restore the park's security system, allowing contact with Hammond. Reunited, the survivors attempt to flee but are cornered by raptors in the main hall. Just as the end seems near, the T-Rex bursts in, killing the raptors and giving the group a chance to escape. Hammond arrives with Malcolm, and together with Grant, Sadler, Lex, and Tim, they board a helicopter and leave Isla Nublar behind. As they fly away, Grant reflects on the fragility of humanity's attempt to control nature. Hammond, humbled by his park's failure, finally accepts that his dream cannot be realized. Roll credits. So Grant and the kids make it back to the visitor center. And immediately they go in.
Tim looks awesome.
With the hair, and he looks like he's just been fried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they see all the food. Grant finds Ellie.
Run!
And so the kids, they're sitting there enjoying their food. And then you get this moment where Tim's like, huh? What? And Ellie's sitting there shaking with her green jello.
Lexus.
to make that like shake, I guess, off camera, they had some staff or whatever,
Production staff.
production crew shaking her arm.
Yeah. Oh, and her face. I mean, I remember seeing this in the theater, and at that scene, I got scared again too, because she does such a great job of just being so frightened.
I love the shadow effects on the curtains.
Oh yeah, good stuff. And so now they got to go. Cut to
where was Grant and the other one? Where were they at this time?
Grant and Ellie were back with Hammond and Ian.
Oh, okay.
And so at this particular moment, the kids, they flee into the kitchen, and then we're back to Grant and Ellie, and they're talking. And are you sure that he's contained? Yes, I'm sure. Unless they figured out how to open doors.
cut to
Bam.
opening the door.
So good.
Yeah.
Which again goes to show, I think there was a comment from Grant earlier about the intelligence of velociraptors.
Yeah, which they really explore in 3.
Mm-hmm.
Listeners, the rest of the Jurassic Park series, please and thank you.
The kitchen scene. So damn intense.
Oh, probably the most intense scene of the film, I would think.
Yeah, it is. It is wild.
It is such a cat and mouse game, and the fact that Tim and Lex get the upper hand, I thought was fantastic. Tim runs into the freezer, like you were saying, with the melted shit, outsmarts that guy. Lex gets into the cabinet and tries to pull down the thing and uses the mirror image, outsmarts that velociraptor. Oh, I thought it was such a great scene.
I love the moment when Tim crashes into the spoons and he immediately grabs them with his hand.
Do you think that was improvised?
I don't know, but
I just love the fact that like he holds him and then you get that one that falls. and hits.
But he had the wherewithal to do it. So, yeah. No, it was really good. It really sells it.
yeah. And so then now we're down to one velociraptor, and we are now in pursuit with that one velociraptor behind them. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, that you're thinking, what the hell can happen next? Because how are you going to do this? And so now we have the gang. They're reunited in the control room, but it turns out that the raptor has followed them. And Grant's right there at the door, and you get the raptor head right there on the other side of the door, and the breath on the glass.
And I like how you start seeing the knob move.
Yeah, and Grant's got to hold it. First of all, I don't think Grant could hold a velociraptor, but okay, whatever. And so Ellie comes up to help him, but they need to reboot the system.
Well, here's the question that has been brought up. Lex is working on the computer trying to hack the system. Why couldn't Timmy go grab a gun and take it to Grant?
Because he's 10 years old.
I would have said, Timmy, fetch the gun.
Yeah, but they didn't. I don't know.
So Lex,
Good question.
She gets onto the system. She brings it up, and Mr. Hammond's phone rings. Mr. Hammond, the phones are working.
Call the motherfucking chopper, please, and thank you. I like the bit where as they're trying to get it open and the velociraptor's hand comes in, then it goes out, then it comes in, and then it goes out for the last time, and then you see the locks go.
Mm-hmm.
And as, like you were saying, as they're on the phone and Grant's telling them to call the chopper, we're on Hammond and we hear Grant using the gun. And why is it? Do you think Hammond is screaming because his grandchildren are in danger, or because he thinks that Grant is killing one of the dinosaurs?
I think it's because he thinks because you can hear in the background, they're coming in through the window.
Yeah.
I think that when Hammond hears the shots, it is a crisis moment, and he wants to know what the hell happens.
Yeah.
He's worried about them, I'm pretty sure.
I hope so. And so now we get this chase.
I love when we have Lex fall back through, and then she's pulled up as the raptor jumps up to snap at her legs.
One of my favorite special effects is when we have the raptor and they have the shot of the DNA being displayed
on
it. I thought that was such a pretty shot, and it was just the whole reminiscent of this is the DNA that made the raptor, and here you have the raptor. It was just such a beautiful shot.
Yeah, I agree. I like the bit you're talking about, Ken, when she's hanging there. And if you watch the making of it, they had a stunt person do it, and they digitally put Lexi's face on it. So when she looks up at the screen, they had her do that on purpose to show the audience that it was Lexi, right? Because they could have done it without showing the face, but they made it a point to show the technology. And now every time I watch it, it kind of looks digital to me. But great moment, super intense. I love how they pull her up and you see the jaws of the raptor come up and then go down. So good. And so they get out of the air ducts and they are in the main hall, and they have that
on top of the T-Rex fossil.
Yeah. Apparently, one of the original endings was the fossil thing was supposed to fall on the velociraptors and kill them.
That's what happened in the book.
And Spielberg is like, nope.
Yeah, the T-Rex was added just for the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Is the same way the tank blowing up in the shark's mouth was added just for the movie. Spielberg knows how to end a fucking movie. Because his philosophy is, if I have you for the 90 minutes, 2 hours, whatever I do in the next 3 minutes doesn't matter.
Well, this is where he also created, I think, one of the most iconic scenes or just shots that just represents this whole movie, which is the T-Rex roaring as the Jurassic Park banner falls.
Well, it says the dinosaurs ended here, or when the dinosaurs ruled the earth or something.
Something like that.
So yeah. But I love that they're all backing up. They're getting cornered by the two.
They are done for.
Raptors. This is it. The raptor leans in, getting ready to pounce, jumps, and boom, the T-Rex motherfucker gets him. So good. So good. And as they run out, Malcolm and Hammond pull up. I love Grant's line.
After careful consideration, I have decided not to endorse your park.
And this is kind of Hammond's redeeming moment a little bit, right?
Where he has his line.
Yeah. Neither do I.
Yeah, he says, so have I.
Yeah. And so they take off. You hear the roar. They make it to the chopper. Everybody
Get to
gets
the
on.
chopper.
Totally.
But the very next shot what we get, so the banner, when dinosaurs ruled the earth, is floating down, and the T-Rex is screaming, and the very next shot is a close-up of the Jeep with the Jurassic Park logo, and it's literally covered in mud.
Yeah.
Which I take as a symbolic gesture that, Jurassic Park, this park, you got mud on your face.
Oh, sure. For sure. And I like the bit. It's kind of sentimental. Everyone's on the chopper, but Hammond...
They're in their own thoughts.
Yeah, and Hammond doesn't want to get on quite yet. He's just kind of looking at the whole island and kind of going, God damn it. Because he kind of thought back to the conversation he has with Ellie about the fleas and the flea circus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Grant comes in and puts his arm around him and says, it's okay, it's time to go. And they take off, and this scene kind of completes Grant's story arc.
Yep. Mm-hmm. The music builds.
And he's sitting there, and both the little kids fall asleep on his shoulder. Ellie's smiling, everyone's smiling, and then they look out the window, they see the birds.
Which is the symbolism of the dinosaurs becoming birds.
Sure.
This is what Grant had talked about earlier.
Yep.
And the piano theme. Mm-hmm. It's the Jurassic Park theme, but it's just the piano. It's so...
tender.
Thank you. It's very tender. And what I just noticed watching it tonight, and I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it like this guy does, but... when we watch the chopper leave, it starts on the left-hand side of the screen.
Oh, and it moves to the right.
And it moves to the center.
Yeah.
And as soon as it hits the center, the music crescendos, and it says, directed by Steven Spielberg. Mm-hmm. So in that moment, Spielberg wants everybody to know that he just fucking did this. So.
He took, a 4-year break after this movie? After this and Schindler's List, I believe it was one of the longest breaks he's taken from directing.
I'm not sure, but
at the time.
Yeah. And he goes on to do The Lost World, which I don't think he really wanted to do. He's not huge on sequels unless your name is Indiana Jones.
But the only reason he did it was because he didn't want people shatting all over his Jurassic Park.
Yeah, in which he kind of... We'll talk about it when we get to Lost World.
There you go.
There you go. And that was Jurassic Park. All right, what do you guys think? You guys ready to rate this flick?
I'm ready to rate this flick. How about you, Johnny? Are you ready to rate this flick?
Ready? I spared no expense.
Hey, Professor, how do we do our ratings?
We do our ratings on a scale of 1 to 5 fucks. 5 fucks is a movie that we think is cinematic gold, like this one. A 1 fuck movie is a movie where you get done watching it and you're thinking to yourself, I'm never watching that again.
And what's a 0?
A 0 fuck movie is you get done watching it, you turn to your buddy and you're like, Oh, for shit's sake. What the hell? Why would you make me? I want 2 hours and 7 minutes of my life back.
Or in other words, we just don't give a fuck. I will go first because I know
You went first last week.
I know what you guys are going to give it, and I know you're both dying to know why I am not giving it a 5.
That's why I think you should go last. Keep us in suspense.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, I'll go first.
5.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay. I'll never forget the first time I saw Jurassic Park. Those dinosaurs hit the screen and I was in absolute awe. The casting couldn't have been better. Each actor perfectly fit their role. Back then, I felt like this was the biggest movie ever made, and honestly, it still does. The mix of animatronics, puppetry, and CGI was seamless, creating movie magic that has rarely matched it. It had action, adventure, and heart in every frame. The best part, it still holds up today. When those dinosaurs appear, I still get the exact same chills as I did the very first time I saw it. It's for those reasons I'm giving Jurassic Park 5 out of 5 fucks.
Cinematic gold from the comic book guy. You've been gushing on this all night. Tell me why you want to give it a 5.
Well, I think that Spielberg has a serious contender for one of his best movies that he's ever done. Easily within his top 5. The cinematography, the heart, the characters and how they evolve with each other, the action, the music, it all just plays together so beautifully. And I just love these cinematic moments that I have throughout this movie that were, never seen before and have been copied hundreds of times since then. This is such a great watch. And I remember the first time I saw it in the theater, I couldn't stop talking about it. I wanted to see it as many times as possible in the theater. I don't remember how many times I saw it, but I know I saw it many times in the theater because it is just so damn good. There's no reason not to give this movie 5 fucks. It is such a delightful watch, and I am happy to watch this movie anytime.
So, Ken, would you say that if someone who doesn't give a 5 to this movie, they'd just be wrong?
No.
Okay.
And let me tell you why.
Why is that?
It's just a little too long.
No, not at all. 2 hours? I can live with 2 hours.
Because he wanted the kids to get eaten.
Oh, for fuck's sake. So you guys going to let me do this? I am giving Jurassic Park 4.75 fucks. And here is why. The casting is perfect. The movie is just about perfect. But for me to give something cinematic gold means it's everything about that movie is perfect, including I could watch this movie anytime, any place, anywhere. Jurassic Park, unfortunately for me, is not one of those movies. I'm not a big dinosaur guy. Never have been. If we were in a group and someone said, let's watch Jurassic Park, I would say, yeah, fuck yeah. But if I'm by myself watching TV, I'm not going to actively go turn on Jurassic Park. But fundamentally, the score, the acting, the directing, the special effects, revolutionary. The way it made you feel the very first time, revolutionary. Easily 4.75 fucks for me.
Okay.
With 5 fucks from you two, 4.75 fucks from me, that gives Jurassic Park an average of 4.9 fucks, which now puts it in the number 2 spot with Aliens, Jaws, Return of the King, Star Wars, The Dark Knight, and The Raiders of the Lost Ark. It is slightly better than Lethal Weapon, Fellowship of the Ring, Kill Bill Volume 1, Ghostbusters, The Exorcist, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And it is slightly worse than The Two Towers, The Empire Strikes Back, and Back to the Future. All of those 1 and 2 spots that we have, fucking bangers.
Totally.
All right, that is going to wrap it up for this episode of Three Guys in a Flick. If you would like to know which movie we're going to be reviewing next, please check out the website. Speaking of which, hey, John, where can they find us?
They can find us at 3guysinaflick.com, where we go ahead and post all of our podcasts. You can find all of our show notes, and there's a web form there. You can submit a movie to go into the helmet to have us review down the road. You can also find us at all of social media, where on Tuesdays, I've been announcing what movie we're releasing that following Thursday. And you can find us at any place that hosts podcasts. In fact, while you're listening to us right now, hit that subscribe button. Give us a like. Give us a 5 rating. And in the comments, if you want, leave a movie for us to review.
Speaking of comments, what do we have this week, John?
This week's comment comes from Uncle Luke. You guys are great. Thank you for the hours of entertainment in and out of work. I'm always sad when one of the 3 guys is missing, but the show is always entertaining. And I love the different opinions and the flow you guys have together. You can really tell that you guys are truly our friends outside the podcast, and it shows. Keep up the great work, and you guys are fantastic.
Well, thank you, Uncle Luke. We appreciate the kind words.
I'm glad that he thinks we're friends outside of this.
Yeah, me too. Me too. We're fooling them all, guys. We're fooling them all. I also want to thank anyone who listens and who has suggested a movie. If you keep listening, we'll keep recording. For 3 Guys in a Flick, I'm Don.
I'm John.
And I'm Ken. Thanks for listening. Spared no expense.
3 guys with some mics, yeah, dive into the flicks. We're here for the real talk, no time for the tricks. Don as the captain, steering us right. Kid drops now is shedding light. John with the comics, bringing the hype. From the good, the bad, to the absurd, we break it down, make sure you heard. Passion for the screen, we ride or die about movies. You know, we always give a fuck, no lie.
We just jump straight to ratings.
I mean, we could.
We could. Let's make this a 15-minute podcast.
Hey, fuck, I love that idea. And let's try to do it in one take.
2.75.
Tim Shock. Who's giving it a 2.75?
That's what I'm giving it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the only one I'm interested in is Denise Crosby.
Yeah.
Who's Denise Crosby?
Star Trek.
She plays Tasha Yar in season 1 of Star Trek Next Generation, and she comes back in season 3.
Fucking nerd. What?
Check the mom from Pet Sematary.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I was thinking of Dee Wallace.
Yeah, you do like your moms.
Yes, I do. Who doesn't? Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Try it again.
I'm just spitballing here, guy.
Yeah,
while you're looking on your fucking phone.
I'm not looking.
British.
I'm texting about HorrorCon, fucker.
Looking, texting. What's the fucking difference?
Is it called HorrorCon fucker?
Yes. Now I'm in my head.
Sounds like Fantasy Island.
Go.
But you want me to say it?
What the fuck do you think go means?
No, you got to say it with a smile on your face.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
No.
Was that a smile?
No. That was creepy.
That was good.
You didn't say one.
On 3.
On 3 or 1, 2, 3, then
you
go. Well, it's your ass, coaches. I'm asking you. What is it?
1, 2, 3, and then go.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right, it's time. What do you guys got?
I got 3.
All right. What do you got?
Jizztastic Arcs.
Jizztastic Arcs. What do you got?
I have an easy one. Jurassic Porn.
Oh, that's a good one. I have Jurassic Park.
In her astic porn.
Oh, that's good. How about in her astic cock?
And my final one was just her asic porked.
Just her asic pork. Porked.
Porked. Like Porked. Porked.
Yeah, like porked. Banged, porked, done.
Yeah.
All of that good stuff. Gotcha. I like it. All right. May all of your days and nights be filled with happiness. All right. Fuck off. Good night.
Tune in for the thrill, catch the vibe. As 3 guys in a flick, keep the passion alive.